Oh, we got people up. That's so nice. It's so nice to try to help people, and I don't know if I can. I just know a lot of stuff that may be able to help. And I think the biggest thing is that people just don't try enough, and so that's why we're here. And I don't know if anybody has seen other people on, doing this on Let's Go Help too. People like Tiffany and a whole bunch of people that we have helping you. These are navigators, sort of like I call them, Let's Go Help navigators, or we could call them lovers. People that are loving other members and help them through the process, because I feel that, people who have just started the process are more like other people who are trying to learn the process instead of someone like me who's been doing it for 48 years, man. That's I mostly entertain myself, and that's not where people's minds are when they're starting this process. So that's why we have people that are members that help you, and it's personal help to do that. And I think that's what we all need more, is all personal help of some kind, and not the robots. I mean, the robots are handy, for certain things, but not for everything. And for people that are in financial trouble, whatever you need, people to help you. And that's, I'm just shocked what we were able to supply, provide this personal help. I mean, like 10, 20, 30 years ago, I was starting business, I would never say that you can make money, $20 doing this, but we do. And that's why we give out grants, because we do make money doing this. And so what we do with the money we make, after we pay ourselves, of course, we give it back. And that's why our next grant is Valentine's Day, and that's tomorrow. So the deadline, and this is a brand new grant, I don't know, and this is really money from people who haven't picked up past grants. So this month, we're giving out $95,000 in the whole month. Next month, it'll probably drop down again to $75,000. And so we have hundreds of members that get grants from us every month. And that's a real joyful thing. At least it is for me and the other people that help here. And that's why I think people are motivated to help other members, because they've been helped, by us or government programs that they didn't know about. And that's the real way to learn, I think, not from some esoteric book or some, somebody dresses like a clown and screams at you about stuff, that's hard to really relate to, that you could do this too. And it is for the average person. I mean, that's what they're set up to do. But they don't do a good job of educating, the people in America that this stuff is there. I mean, I think I should not be in business. The government should be doing this, but they never got around to it. And so after 40 some years of doing this research, I said, God, I can't wait for the government anymore. I don't have much time left. So I started this, and now I'm even thinking more, how can this even survive after me? Because the government, I mean, America really needed something like this, where you got personal help to apply to the benefits that you're eligible for. And I think the only way we could do that is by having members involved. So if the members involved in helping other people, then we don't. I mean, you go to Google and try to get personal help for anything, it's going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, that's what I used to charge. But the people who could afford thousands and thousands of dollars don't even need the damn money. So how do we get this money to the people who really need it? And so that's why this is what is turning into a community, which I didn't even know before. That it's just great. And by the way, if anybody have used the people, how do you like, not me or someone on our staff answering your questions, and you have members that answer your questions. So I'd like to hear some feedback if you have time, to do it in the chat, whether you like this process or not. I mean, it's a way for us to really get more personal help to you, because I even think, I mean, someone like Tammy could tell you a lot more about what it's like to apply for a program than I can. I could tell you where they are and everything, and that's what I've been spending my life doing, finding the sources of these things, but actually going through the process. It is and then particularly the first time, man, like I say, doing it for 50 years, I'm sort of little, you know, I can't relate to that as much. And that's why you need someone that relates to you. It's like finding a mate or a date or anything like that. You need somebody who's on your wavelength and not on something, 50 years ahead of you. And that's the important. So that's what I'm hoping this does. And Tammy, she's lovable. All our people are so lovable. And that's what I'm trying to do, is make a place that is lovable, and a place that you could say the word love. I didn't say the word for the first 70 some years of my life. I never heard it at home. And a guy growing up in the 50s, 60s, or whatever, you didn't talk about that kind of stuff. Yeah, Misty, right, host. Yeah, Jesse. So what? I was requested to become a member, and after that, I was received this. Look at the snapshots. I really thought it was okay, and I'll be available to receive help because, as you can see, it's not a handout. It's more about helping me know and with my life insurance. I will be helping others as beneficiaries, part of your foundation or similar. It's explained in GoFundMe. Oh, you have a GoFundMe. Oh, good for you. Yeah, we don't advertise GoFundMe because then everybody would do it. But to talk about it is great. I have anything which I believe I received $10,000. See the snapshots, but I was requested $400. Now I don't have anything, which I believe they were. And now I check my PayPal account, and the Lesko Company or similar have charged me 2 times. Please see the. Okay, if you have a problem with my wife is I'm not sure. Okay. You want to send an email to Magic Mary. We'll refund anything. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and she, Magic Mary, email at Lesko Help. At gmail.com. Okay. And if you're trying to get a hold of Misty, get a hold of her directly. I know, Tammy, do you have Misty's email? I forget what it is. It's something with a own car in it, okay? Or ask Magic Mary, too. She could get it for you if you want to set up. But you're so right. We need to tell each other that we love each other. And now more than ever. Yeah, I think so, Martha. That's what I'm trying to do, is just, and that's one muscle I feel I could grow more than anything else. I can't get stronger. I can't get faster. I can't even get smarter. But I could love harder. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here, too. I like it when you sit in that chair and it looks like you have a halo on your head. That was by accident, but I sort of like it. Well, I like it from Marky's standpoint, too. It makes people remember more. Let's see how it was requested to become. I was okay, I don't see these snapshots. I don't think, Jesse, I'm not sure. If you wanted to help other people, if you got money, then, that's enough qualification that you use some of the stuff that we talk about. And so you can relate how you got it. If it's for a refund, that's Magic Mary. She does it. Now, about the request of $400, I'm not sure what that is. We don't have a service that we only charge $20, but we give out $500 grants. We don't give out $400 grants. So I'm not sure where that is. Matthew, I think he talked to you. I will send what he was saying. Okay, great. To you, I will send what he was talking about. Okay, Tammy, thank you. Yeah, Jesse, that's one of my down points. I forget a lot more. I'm not trustworthy in something like that. But okay, now we talked about the grant, the Valentine's Day grant. Now here's another grant I want you to show share with you. And this is a listing of grants that started on February 8th from the government. These are government grants. And they came from, this is a listing from a congressman sending to their constituents this listing of grants. And there's grants here for all kinds of things, and they're all new grants that he compiled together. See, your elected officials are great grants available of Thursday 20th. See, it is, whether it's paying daycare, going to school, businesses, a lot of business assistance program. Here's a business program. Let's see, less than generate. So if your business has less than 25 people, you could get $2,500 to $10,000. That's the first one on the list. Now, how would you know that? But it's a government subsidized, and it's through CDFI. What's CDFI? These are organizations, that help low-income people get money, whether it's loans that you can't get anywhere else or anything. So that's right on top. So $2,500 to $10,000. Okay. Next one is on water quality, flood mitigation, sewerage, child advocacy centers. Okay. Okay. So you get a $100,000 grant to be a child advocate. So if you're a nonprofit organization or in that world, there's a $100,000 grant, for that. Recruitment incentives for law enforcement. Well, see, that means that they can't hire policemen. So what the federal government does is give to local law enforcement agencies grants, so to give them money to hire policemen. So extra bonus, like you get a $5,000 bonus if you sign up. You get a $20,000 deposit on a house, things like that. Okay, manufacturing training. This is another grant. Training to career grant. Okay, so people who don't have a college degree, and your income is below 400%. 400%, so that's like $100,000. So if you're making less than $100,000, you could get, okay, applications will be accepted. Please must receive 6 months of the date of the vehicle purchase. So this is to buy a car, isn't that great? Technical and trade schools. So it's for you to get a better job. Housing for people with alcohol problems or drug abuse problems, okay? That's another grant there. Here for the arts and organizations. So if you, Pennsylvania, years ago, says an annual revenue of over, so it's for arts organizations. Here's one called STARS, okay? This is for child care providers. So if you have a daycare center or want to start one, this is grants for that. STIC incentive program. This is a great program that gives federal funding up to $125,000. Crime delinquency, that's safety, mental health. See, all these these programs. Air quality small business technical assistance program, up to $500,000. So you're a small business. That's another one. Environmental protection, small business advantage program. Another one, you get $5,000 to $8,000 for small business. Justice, resilient food systems infrastructure. You want to get in the food business. Programs for that. See, there's over and over again. That's why you're elected official. Some are good, some not. Some do something like this, some don't. All have somebody that on their staff to help you with problems you have with the government. That's what they're paid to do, okay? Is help you solve problems that you have with the government or how the government can help you. I'm from the government and I'm here to help you. That used to be Ronald Reagan's joke. He hated the government so much. Well, it's silly because it's stupid. Sure, some are bad, but like Comcast is going to help me? Bullshit. See, they have a separate motive, and that's why everybody else is here to get money out of your pocket. And that's why, see, the government and nonprofit organizations are there to get money into your pocket. You hear that? So that's why .com are people trying to get money out of your pocket into their pocket. .org, O-R-G, and .gov are organizations, and this represents over a third of our economy are organizations like this that are here to get money into your pocket. But as a capitalist society, we spend our time trying to get money out of other people's pocket, and we don't care about people who's trying to, who need money, and they can't put money in other people's pocket. May I please ask how we apply for the Let's Go Grants monthly website? Says that they're closed, like the Valentine. Well, you're at the wrong place. If you're here, on the left-hand side of this, Let's Go Help Too, we have a section there, a tab, you'll see it, for Let's Go Grants. And sure, we have them every month, so some are closed. You're looking at an old grant. The new ones are on the top, so the current applications should be the first listing. Actually, the first listing is, I think, a description of each of the grants, and then the application of the current grants. So that should be there. Tammy, can you put a link to where the current applications are? And that's it. And really apply. You could win every grant once. So we have 5 grants. You only won 3 of them. You could keep applying. For the 4th and maybe the 5th if we have it again. But we have it now. So if you won all the grants, the 4 already, you can still now apply for a new one. And that's what's available. Okay, I'll double check. Thank you so much. Lenora, yeah, it is. Oh, we're here to help. And I appreciate you so much for asking for help, because if nobody asks for help, then we can't feel good. I mean, the older I get, I see that, boy, helping people is selfish. Because it makes you feel so good. So don't you want to be selfish? Well, help somebody. Then you see how good you feel. And that's what, the navigators, Let's Go Help navigators are doing, are seeing how grateful our members are when you help them. And that's a wonderful feeling, because they're here for help. And we all know we may be able to help, may not. We show you the best possible sources for that. I've been studying this almost 50 years now. And so how this system works and where the money is and what you have to do. And really the key now is to get on the phone. If you're not getting on the phone, then you're going to be, behind the 8 ball. You're going to give up earlier because you're not. Most of the stuff comes by talking to people. Because you and I both don't know what the hell is there. I don't know, but I know who has it and who's likely to have it. And that's what we try to direct you to. These are the offices that solve this kind of problem. See, like now, if you go to findhelp.org and have and put in rent, at least where I live, there's like 170 offices that help people with rent, 170. So you're trying one office and they don't help you? Well, you got 169 offices to check yet. And that's what it is. And to cut that down is talking to people, the people in the business every day. We're not in the business every day of helping people with rent. We help people with all kinds of things. But if you start talking to people who help people with rent, where you live, that's the greatest source that you could get. And you talk to half a dozen or a dozen of those, man, and now you have the real landscape, of what's going on. Not somebody who lives 100 miles away or 1,000 miles away from this. And that's important that you realize that. It's all about talking to people. And they're human. You don't have to know what to say. You just have to be kind. And Charity, who just started doing this since she joined, she says she's having so much fun. She says what she tries to do is get people to laugh, and that's what I do too, because they're so boring. They're answering the same question all the time. So if I try to get people to laugh, then they work better for you. And they'll find you stuff that instead of A, B, and C, hey, I think we had something like that before. Let me check. That's the only way you get that if you're a human. People like to help humans. They don't like to help a robot. That's why the more you're trying to be a robot and know the fancy answer or whatever, you get hung up on faster. Then you say, hey, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me? I have a problem here and not sure where to turn to, and I don't know if you can help me or not, but hey, is there a way that, can you suggest where I might be able to go? That's what you have to do. I am a member and just couldn't find the most current application options. Okay, so you have it now, right? Oh, that's interesting. So we're doing something wrong. We're in the middle of redesigning this too, and I hope that helps. Uh, yeah, everything changed. It's complicated. I mean, the government's so goddamn complicated, so I'm trying to make it easy. And it's a hard job to do. I just do my best. Not as easy as the way I'd like it to be, not as easy as the way you'd like it to be, but we got to work with what we got, and that's it. The important thing is they give they give money, and they give a lot of it. They give, it's now like $22,000 per family every year in these programs, and that's what so people I know are struggling out there. Half the country, cannot afford an extra $500 bill. They're living hand to mouth or whatever. So you get hit with a $500 bill, then man, your world falls apart. And that's what we're trying to do, is show you these other places to not only finance your living expenses, but also improve your lot in life, that you're earning more money too. I think that's very important. There's other ways. Do you need? No, you don't need to be in the LLC. You're buying money from me. I'm not. You're giving me money to. I'm not an LLC. People don't care if you're an LLC. The government does, or you care, or you're afraid that you'll do something wrong and you'll sue you. I mean, to me, that means you don't want to back up what you do. I back up everything I do. Or you talk to a lawyer and they'll scare the shit out of you and think you need to be an LLC. But who cares what they say? You want to know what the customer says. That's all you have to do. If they say if someone's going to give you a lot of money and you have to be an LLC, you go become an LLC. That's easy to do. Don't spend the money first thinking you need that. Only spend the money if you know positive you need it. Like you have a source in front of you that's, hey, yeah, you could apply for this grant, but you have to be an LLC. Go become an LLC. That's easy. Don't become all these things before you even know where you're getting your money. It's more important that you get money, not that you have credentials. No, they are all up there. I just posted them. Scroll up. Oh, good. Thank you. So that's it. Lawyers and everything. The experts are stopping you from starting a business because they're telling you all these things are important, and they know how to sell fear. You're not going to, you're going to wind up in jail. And no, you're not in business till you get a customer. So get a customer first. Don't do all this other stuff. People tell you what to do, and if they say you're getting a customer, no, go and see if a customer says, "Are you an LLC?" Because that's time and money. And if you keep doing that, you'll be out of business before you figure out how it works. See, I think the name of the game is staying around long enough, till you figure it out. We're all smart enough to do it. Look at all the idiots you've worked for in life, right? So it doesn't take a mental genius to do stuff. It just takes perseverance. Vooglam. Somebody asked me where I get my glasses. VOOGLAM, I think. It's in China. They're cheap. It's $100 with the prescription and everything. And it's a graduate. What do you get? Read and distance, and gradually, not a bifocal. And they're just terrific. I got a bunch, and I'm about to get some more. I sat on a pair the other day. Now I got to find the time, to even do that. Which sometimes, it's all time. It's a beat the clock game, and that's why you have to figure out what you want, the business you want to start, or what you want to do. Yeah, I think that's it. Glamour, GLAM. Well, I'm sure you see it, and you see it in, let's see. So tell me more about Valentine grant. Oh, then we have, I love you. Valentine grants is our grant. Okay, our grant, we're giving out $20,000. The application deadline is tomorrow at midnight, and then we pick people who, and all I have to do is one sentence. I mean, you could write more. What you would do with $500, okay? And how would you do that, okay? And we're going to give out, okay, there's a list. If you're on Let's Go Help too, you can see the application of our 500,000 Let's Go private grants have been given over the past 12 months to Let's Go Help. See, I mean, we've given over $1 million worth of grants already, you know, or something very close to that. I even forget. I'm sorry. But it's important to us. I think it's important to the world, and it's important as a statement that who we think is important. And that's why, to me, the members are the most important thing here, because without the members, we're not. If we have nobody help, then we're invisible. It doesn't matter. You know, our life is nothing if we have no one to help. So helping somebody is the reason we live, and I just can't wait to get up in the morning to see if I could possibly help somebody again. You know, there's somebody else to help. That's why I get excited. I mean, you know, I've been doing this 48 years, and I've been, you know, trying to educate people like this for 48 years. I still get excited every day, and it's because I see the possibility that one of, you know, if we have, you know, 50 people or 100 people here listening, that that there's maybe one person who will find something that will help them and improve their life a little bit. I don't expect miracles, I don't expect life-changing things, but even if it's just a little step better, because that gives you, I feel, the encouragement to take another step forward and make that a little better after that. So if you get beat up all the time and whatever, you're going to give up easier. That's why I feel we have to have staff and the people that help that are all loving and providing you with the emotional support in addition to you know, the websites and phone numbers, because it is difficult. It's going to be a pain in the ass. If it was easy, you wouldn't be here. That's simple. You would have figured it out. And so we got to get you to hang in there till you figure it out. And that's why we only charge $20, and you can ask 100 questions a day. Join these kind of personal help sessions, and Sabrina is twice a week at night. She does hours and hours, you know, helping people. People answer your questions and give you support also in your chats. So it's all about helping people personally. And I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, and I may have 10, 15 more years, I figure. I keep looking at obits at my age. Actually, a nice fellow I worked with a long time at National Public Radio. I used to do a spot for them about free government money when they first started. And God, I forget his name, but a real sweet man. He just died. He's 76, and I'm older than him. And he was there 25 years. Yeah, he was a joy to work with. So guys, I got to run. I got a Valentine's Day party in the building. I throw parties in the buildings for everybody in the building to try to build a community so people know each other, you know, and that we see each other in the hallway or in the lobby or whatever. And it's that you know who it is, instead of going in the elevator and you're both looking up at the you know, the floors going by and not saying anything. So if you know a little bit about something, hey, what happened to that thing you did? Stuff like that. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate, you know, I live in the suburbs, and the suburbs don't live like this, but you have, you know, 70 people living in the same building. You know, you run into a lot of people. In the suburbs, you drive in your driveway and you go in your cocoon, and it's over. And happy Valentine's Day to you. So I'm having a Valentine's Day party tomorrow. Let's see, where is it? Oh, and then I decorated the lobby for Valentine's Day and stuff like that. And let me show you my party favors. They light up, but there's too much lights here to tell. These are party favors. Whatever. So Valentine's special for my wife and I. That lady lets me live with her for such a long time. Is awfully nice. I wish I lived there. Yeah, come on down. Apartments turnover, and they're just small. I mean, we started out in 500 square feet. We got another one because of my closet. But that's it. And down in the lobby, we have some nice decorations too, whatever. It's just to brighten up. I mean, that's why I love dressing like I do, because I go walk down the street and people look at me and smile. I mean, man, if I could wear something that brings a smile to someone's face, I have nothing better to do in my life. That's why if you have a financial problem of some kind, and I may know of a source, or Tammy or one of the other people that help people here may know of a source, there's no guarantee, that then we have nothing better to do than to try to make your life just a little bit better somehow. I don't know if it works, it may or may not, but I think if you, happy Valentine's Day, charity. Yeah, I can't wait. You know, I got to get one of these to charity here. And they light up, so it's nice in the dark when all your lights are out in your room, and that is lit up. Okay. Well, my friends, I appreciate you all so much for letting me do this, and like I say, I'd be nothing if it wasn't for you. So you're the most important thing we have. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm going to put the link, those on YouTube, I'm going to put the link to the item from the Congressman, so you know the kinds of things that you could get from your Congressman. And by the way, if you go to commoncause.org, and you could get on the mailing list of all your congressmen through that. Okay, you go there and find my representative, commoncause.org, or maybe I'll write it in here too. Go there and put in your zip code and make sure you get, and then contact your 2 senators and 1 congressman, then if you want to go down to your state level, but at least those 3 to see how they could help you, okay? A lot of them have just special people on their staff just to help you get grants. That's what they say. They don't know everything. What they do is call me then. And that's sort of cute. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a great Valentine's Day. See you tomorrow. And don't forget to apply. Members, apply, 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 apply. You don't get anything unless you apply, 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 apply. All right.